According to the New York Post, a non-binary nuclear official with the Biden administration was charged with stealing a $2,300 Vera Bradley bag in September at a Minneapolis airport. Now, that Biden staffer is now on leave, likely to be let go. He is now facing charges. I think you have to refer to this person as they.
They, that is the pronoun.
If you are using their pronouns.
You use they and them as
which I think is utterly ridiculous that we're there. But this begs the question, or bags the question, if you will, and we've been asking this for 2 years, is the Biden administration really hiring the best and the brightest for very key jobs? Again, a nuclear official did this at an airport. For more, let's welcome in our team of experts. Political analyst, Newsmax contributor Mark Halperin is with us, and former national press secretary for the Trump campaign and principal deputy press secretary at the White House, Hogan Gidley. Hogan, we'll start with you. We've talked about this with Karine Jean-Pierre. You were deputy press secretary. Oh, we got a whole team with us this morning. Karine Jean-Pierre, the deputy press secretary at the White House, now the press secretary. We always, we had the Psaki Dodge when Jen Psaki was in the role. Say what you want about Jen Psaki, but she was qualified for that job. A lot of people say Karine Jean-Pierre, not so much. The New York Post had this fawning piece about her being the first lesbian to hold that post. Rachel Levine is another good example. And now here we are, this person, a nuclear official, stealing a bag and then was caught wearing the clothes that were in this bag that she stole from the airport. What do you make of this?
Well, I think the bigger problem here is someone, with clearances to deal with nuclear issues is stealing luggage and then lying about it to officials. I think the first contact they made said, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't steal anything. I don't even know what you're referring to, and then call back and said, hey, sorry about that. I did, but I left all the clothes in the hotel room. There were no clothes in the hotel room. And they said, well, I wasn't really honest about that. Maybe the video of them taking off the luggage tag too. So this guy's in a lot of trouble, but it does beg the question as to the rationale and reason of an administration who continues to hire people based on intersectionality as opposed to experience in the subject matter for which they're being pursued and hired. It's a problem, and I think it's more mud on the face of this administration and a string of failures from policy to politics. This is another one that chalks right up there with stupidity, ignorance, laziness, and I would argue maliciousness in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, Mark, is the Biden administration hiring people just to check off that box or just to look good and say, look what we're doing, versus hiring a qualified candidate for the job?
I'm impressed by how well read into this story Hogan is. He seemed to have gone beyond just the New York Post. Very good, Hogan.
Well, you know my affinity for clothing, Mark. If it's a story about clothing, I'm gonna pop up and listen to it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do a little research here.
This guy's name's Sam Britton. Okay, he's facing a $10,000 fine and 5 years in jail. This is serious stuff. Not to mention, he was seen using the bag. So after he stole it, he was at the airport after this happened in September using the bag. Here's a photograph of Sam Britton. So this is somebody that they're giving Donald Trump a hard time for allegedly having nuclear documents in a secure location at Mar-a-Lago, whereas this guy probably had him in the Vera Bradley bag.
You also think he could probably afford it if you have a job with the administration, that he could afford to buy a bag or clothes that were in it. But
Mark, is this the most qualified person for the job?
I'm not sure about this person's qualifications. I will say that in terms of diversity of all sorts, this administration has gone well beyond what the Obama administration did, and that you see some benefits of that and some positives to that. And then you see some instances, we've seen others, where they've chosen people who have not turned out to be the best and the brightest.
Mark, you should have run for office, because that was the most polished political answer I think I've ever heard.
I confess that, unlike Hogan, I've not deeply read into this story.
It's okay to say no. Based on what we know now, I think it's probably okay to say no. Hogan, final thought.
Look, I just still think this is one of the oddest stories we've seen as we close out the year, and it's a problem for the Biden administration because, as you pointed out, every time they hire someone like this, it's rare that they talk about the qualifications for the job itself. Instead, they point to the culture war.
No crooked establishment.
None of that twisting the truth. No talking down to me.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
Don't tell me how to think.
I trust Newsmax.
Newsmax.
They don't tell me how to think.
They let
me decide.
Newsmax.
Real news
For real people.